know who he is, put the information down in the comments. But here's the Arizona 1812 to 2012 sign. There's Tom Wells Road, exit 5. Gas is only $4.35 right here at the border. State line in California. It's a beautiful drive. Exactly 2 hours from home as the crow flies. Oh, what were those? They look like huge speakers. Huh. Get a dash mount camera holder, keep it solid, because this one I got just bounced. It's too bouncy. I got one for the windshield, but it melted off from the sun. It gets 120 degrees inside this cabin, and it melted all the glue down the windshield. So I'm not doing that no more. And I can't stick anything to the dash because it'll melt that too. So we need to figure something out. If you guys know of any mounts that are good for the Jeep that you like and actually aren't crap, put it down in the comments so everybody could find out about it, get one for themselves. There's a lot of trails offside there, but I don't know where they go, and I'm not sure that they're safe to go down. I'd have to check that X Road maps. If you guys use that at all? Yeah, there is tons of trails over there if you can see them. All along the highway. And we're coming up on Dome Rock Road, exit 11. If you guys go on my TikTok, you'll probably see more off-road videos and stuff. I post a lot on there. Instagram as well, and Facebook. Jeep Off-Road Arizona, same as the YouTube channel. Some cool mountains over here. to keep all the videos spread out, but it's a lot easier to post on TikTok than it is anything else. And YouTube keeps giving me all these restrictions. Can't post music, or it's not shared in some countries. All kinds of little things that are just annoying. Out there. I figure I'd record this video for you because this is coming from California border to Arizona. So Quartzite's 5 miles from here, just to show you what it's like if anyone hasn't drove this yet. I drive it all the time, so I'll start trying to get more videos of more places I go. I wish I had a co-captain here to help me record all this, but for the time being I don't. TikTok and watch the last video I posted at the Colorado River. You'll see this hill I just climbed. I hope the camera got it because it was bouncing around so bad. But I put this thing in four-wheel drive and I walked right up it. And that's why I absolutely love Jeeps, because it's like there's nothing that they can't climb or handle. I've had all kinds of four-wheel drive trucks in my time, and they're too heavy, they get stuck, or the engine power ain't enough and they can't climb. I got the V6 in this thing. It's excellent on gas. It climbs like nobody's business. You gotta have tires on it though, with knobbies though. You gotta get the off-road and on-road tires like I just got. They're the best. They're not bumpy when you drive, and when you get off-road they grip. If you're in Arizona, the Phoenix area, if you watch one of my videos I'm at the tire shop actually that I went to, and I got 4 tires for this thing on 18-inch rims, mounted and balanced for $800. What a deal. I just had a flat, and the tire was, I don't know, something came off the road and totally ripped a hole in it, so I had to get another one. It was $200 just for that, which is fair, I guess. They're great tires. And they're really fast there, actually. I actually went on a busy day the other day, and it was a little packed, but I had to wait for them to deliver the tire from their other shop. So that was what I was waiting for, actually. The tire shop's called Lantera Sinaloa, and they have 2 locations, one in Avondale and one in Phoenix, and they're on Facebook. So if you're close to those 2 areas and need tires, they're definitely worth going to. The lady at the desk, she's awesome. She'll help you find a deal on what you need, not what they want to sell you. And they're not trying to stack all kinds of prices on top of things. They're giving you the bottom dollar for what you need. So gloves, that is a great gas station. Their chicken there is really good. I just stopped at Fatburger and at the border there. They're really good too. Really good burgers. Pilot was actually the cheapest gas station. I think they were $4.35 right now. Yeah, but that one I was at where the Fat Burger's at, I think that was just $4.35 too. I have to look at the receipt. Let's see. Yeah, $4.35 too. But once you get into the city up here in Phoenix, it's $4.99. That's how quick that changes. There's a lot of camping out here too. If anybody has an RV, you can actually, there's a lot of RV parks out here in Quartzsite, but also there's a lot of places where I guess you would call them homeless RVers. Go and they corral, make their own little spot on the BLM land out here, and they don't say anything about it, obviously, because they're still here after years of going through here and seeing them just parked out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you need a camping permit or something like that with the state of Arizona. If anybody knows, put it down in the comments. I'm not sure, but anything to help everybody out. Information is key. As soon as we get through Quartzsite, we'll get through all this traffic. So, like I said, this is a real nice drive. It's a little trafficy today. It's my new word, trafficy. Okay, so Arco right here is $4.33. And that's probably the cheapest I've seen it. That's really good. And it's funny that diesel's up $6. I don't know if you guys remember, but diesel used to be cheaper than gasoline. I don't know what's going on with that. Say their windshield's so flat, they're the worst aerodynamics that they make in a vehicle, which is obvious. Noticed, but out here in Arizona, these bugs constantly hit the windshield that are like clear, and it just looks like a big glop hitting the windshield. I don't know what they are. If any of you guys know, put it in the comments, but it's so wild. What it's like, they're just flying down the highway and then pop. It's pretty crazy. I haven't had time to look it up, but I swear every everywhere I go that's not in the city, these bugs just pop on the window like poppers. Crazy. Seems like it's only in Arizona too, so do we have our own bugs? Do we have our own clear bugs out here that pop on the windshield? I don't know if there's any bugs watching this video. I'm gonna tell you what, you need to tell your friends and family to stay clear of the yellow and white lines. Because they're unaliving themselves by the millions. Little off-road humor right there. Alright, we're coming up to Gold Nugget Road. 1 mile, exit 26. Also, I want to let you guys know I've just started this channel not too long ago. So subscribe, like, and share if you can. I would appreciate if you subscribe. I got a lot more content coming up. We're just getting started here. Hopefully I'll find me a co-pilot and we can start going on longer adventures and finding more places to go. Honestly, if you have a partner in your life, you will go more places and you'll go get lost together. It just doesn't seem to happen as much when you're single. For the majority of people. Look how beautiful that is, though. Up through here. You know, some history back in the day when they were putting these roads in, they were just blasting right through these mountains of dynamite just to get this highway going. And a lot of times you see like right where they blasted, and the rocks are almost straight up and down on the side of the highway. Especially if you go up in the mountains where the elevations are. I know all my locals already know this, but you know, people that haven't been out here in the West don't know about all that. I grew up in the Midwest, so I didn't know about it until I came out here. I came out here when I was a child with my father and my mother. I was really young. And it was amazing as a kid. And I think that's part of why I'm back here. I just realized how amazing it is out here. And having no weather problems and no restrictions is just frees your soul out here. You know, there's no complications with weather. I don't understand how people live in like Tornado Alley and all this snow and rain and humidity. And it's just doesn't seem like it's a very enjoyable life. At least it wasn't when I lived there. I like getting up every day and be able to just get in my car and go, not having to worry about getting stuck in a snowbank or getting my car torn apart with a hurricane or a tornado. They said when I moved out here that the earthquakes were going to be the problem, but honestly, I've been out here 20 years, California and Arizona, barely felt an earthquake. More so in California, rarely in Arizona ever. California had some, I don't know, good ones about 10 years ago that would just shake you and make you feel dizzy. But honestly, I haven't, unless you're really paying attention, you don't even know it. Like, there could be earthquakes going on all day and night, and if you're not paying attention or you're in your car driving, you'll never even know it. Like, sometimes I'll be like, turn the news on and be like, oh shit, there was an earthquake today. No idea. You really have to know, be on the ground and actually have quietness around you to actually realize that there's an earthquake. Other than that, not really. Nothing to write home to mom about. Noticed that actually drive this route, but halfway from Colorado River to Phoenix, there's this massive solar field, and it goes on for miles and miles and miles. It is extreme. It makes me think that with all the sun here and probably 10 million solar panels they have out here, that we should have enough electric to power everything. But I'm not really sure where all that solar power is going. Some say it's going underground to the tunnels, but I definitely know they're not helping power the electric in the valley. Because without solar panels on my house, I mean, the bill would probably be $500-600 a month. And you know, even if you do find out what they say these solar panels are for, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're for. Unless you know exactly, you worked for them or actually know the reality of it, you will never know. Should be coming up on the panels. I mean, they go for good 10 miles. Yeah, and this is not the place to run out of gas. I always fill up at the border, or fill up when I'm leaving, because there is no gas stations for, I don't know, 20-30 miles. It's all just desert. You know what's funny too is, I don't know if anybody notices this, but these truckers play this game with each other where they keep going around each other. Like, this guy will go around the guy in front of him, and then that guy will go around the guy that went around him. Like, see, he's doing it now. And all they do is shut down the flow of traffic. And a lot of times it's blocking, and cars will stack up and we'll end up doing 40-50 miles an hour. But it doesn't make any sense to me, because they're all going the same speed limit. You know, they're all governed out. So I don't understand why they keep going around each other. Why can't they just stay in their line? Is it the new truckers that are doing this, or what? If you guys know, yeah, put down in the comments about that, because it drives me crazy, man. Yeah, see, he did all that to go around that trucker there, which is going the same speed limit he is. And then, you know, eventually that guy's gonna speed up, go around this guy, get in front of him. It's like they're racing at a turtle pace. It's so insane to me. I don't get it. It's not like they're going any faster, like, I gotta go around this guy because he's going too slow. They're all governed out. I don't know what it is, 55, 60 or whatever it is. Maybe 70 now, I don't know, but it's not like this one's faster than that one. He's going too slow. It just doesn't make any sense. And because of that, they should have 3 lanes. Because these guys end up holding up 2 lanes, especially when they're side by side. And then all these cars are backed up and they're like, what's going on? Why is the traffic so slow? I mean, you can do 100 miles an hour out here until that happens. Like there's nobody out here. I mean, every once in a while you'll see a police officer, but everybody just slows down when they see him and then they speed back up again. On 30 minutes, so I'm going to end this video here, and I wanted to show you guys this GPS radio I got off of eBay. It was like $100, and it came with all the plug-in wiring for the steering wheel and everything. I could control this by my steering wheel, and it's just amazing, huge screen, touch screen. And I got my Pandora on here, which it's all right here. And there's so many like awesome features on this. I got all my iPhone apps on here. Got my Walmart app, Walmart fuel app on there. But and if you go home, it tells you the speed limit, the date. It's pretty cool. There's also this. GPS, I think it's the GPS testing, and it tests the GPS signal. What's really cool is it tells you the elevation. And you click on all these and it tells you I'm not sure what that is, but it shows you where you're at in the time zone. And then what's really cool is when I'm off-roading, I click on this and it tells me my coordinates, my latitude, my longitude, which is amazing. Tells me how fast I'm going. Shows you where it's dark and what part of the country. Very cool, very awesome. Absolutely love this. And then you can go back to the radio, listen to the radio if you want. And it's got an awesome EQ and everything on here. If I click over on the EQ, you got a fully adjustable EQ for subwoofer volume, surround volume. You can turn your surround on, your loudness. There's 2 types of EQs. This kind of EQ. And then if you click over to the balance, you can take that dot and put it anywhere you want to, where you can hear where your spatial sound in your vehicle. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to build a community here of all these places I'm going to explore. That way everybody has a idea of where they want to go from my journeys. And I wish I'd been doing this a long time ago. So like I said, like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace out from Arizona. Jeep Off-Road, Arizona.